Season 2 of Gen V has wrapped as of today. I just watched the finale. Let's talk about it. There will be some spoilers here, so if you haven't seen it, give us a like and come back later. First off, they had the impossible task of working around the tragedy that did happen after the last season did wrap up, where Chance Perdomo unfortunately did pass away. And I do think it was handled really well with this season because he's still very much a presence. They did use what happened as kind of like a narrative structure to really influence a lot of the characters' motivations, a lot of the trauma they're going with, and also just paying homage to him. And I do think they handled it really well. It was very, very sincere, very heartfelt. In the moments that they did speak to what happened to him in the story, you could tell that they were channeling real emotions from what happened in real life. This time around, we do have Cypher kind of as the big bad of the season as he's influencing Marie and trying to get her to become stronger. I do think Hamish Linklater really delivers a great performance here. And obviously, there is a twist to this. I'm not going to actually give it away. It was just last week, and then it does obviously play into the finale today. But I do think a lot of people kind of called the twist, but I don't think that made it any less effective. Very cool how it played out. And honestly, He was awesome. I did love, like, you love to hate him, and I love those kind of characters, and he was just great. With season 2, there is a bit more of a individual dynamic with each of these characters rather than the group as a whole, and I do think they did very well with what they had here, but when we get to the end of it, it is kind of setting up where we're going with the boys, where we may not get a season 3 of Gen V. It may just all be together with the last season of the boys, but I do really appreciate season 1 of Gen V just being so focused on them, so focused on their growth, their trauma, and everything, and not to say that's not here in season 2, it's just like the whole focus of season 1, which makes me put season 1 a little higher than season 2. I do want to shout out Lizzie Broadway, who plays Emma in the Gen V, because she was my favorite character in season 1, and season 2 just even more so. I do think she is great. Obviously, she can bring the comedy when she needs to, but when it gets to those sad moments of her trying to realize, like, herself and like trying to take stock in herself and realize that she's worthy of all these different things. It's great, and it really does. I love the way that it's like written into her powers, how she's able to make herself get big, get small, and how we move away from the toxic way of doing that. It's awesome. But as I was saying before, it does look like everything's going to culminate in that last season of The Boys, as we do have Starlight here asking the group from Gen V to join the Resistance. So the only thing I have an issue with that is I do wonder, are we going to get a satisfying end for every character? There's no confirmed season 3 for Gen V, so this might be an end for everyone. And of course, we want the light to shine on everybody equally, which can be hard for just one season. But I'd give this an 8 out of 10. What do y'all think of the season? For news, reviews, and all things nerdy, please give us a like and a follow.